So, Adriel, I'm out here all day, right, pushing funnel flare, trying to
hmm
sell this thing called sales enablement, sometimes calling it sales automation. I think I've got a kind of good idea about the difference between the two, but first off, what is sales enablement?
Yeah, I think the part of the problem is that funnel flare fits into the realm of sales enablement, but so does a lot of other stuff. So it's kind of a broad category. I mean, sales enablement covers everything from sales consultants. Sales consultants sell sales enablement. You can go to a sales consultant website, and they might have a line item. We will do sales enablement for you. It might be like they're going to talk to salespeople. They're going to figure out what the process is. They're going to try to optimize that process or
Mm,
standardize, make it more consistent, make it more repeatable, make it scalable. That might involve software. It might involve checklists, but they consult on that bit to enable sales and train salespeople. So that bit is a little bit different than, well, a lot different than what we do, which is on the sales automation side of things. Uh, on the CRM side, some CRMs say that they do sales enablement, and they do. They help with sales enablement. They store contact data. They centralize the relationship logging, all the information, all the contact information. They provide sales analytics. So if you want to understand how to optimize sales, having stats and having understanding of where sales is spending time, what's providing fruits, and what's actually like bringing
mm.
home the bacon, to mix two analogies there. uh, CRMs do sales enablement.
Yeah, I think
And
my
then,
first encounter with sales enablement was actually on a CRM platform, and I believe we had a conversation about that when I came to Funnel Flare, and you were
mhm.
surprised that I was using the CRM for sales enablement, and it wasn't really functioning that well as a sales enablement platform, but there I was using it
Yep.
anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. They definitely get used for that kind of stuff. And then like there's other platforms, other SaaS platforms out there that do sales enablement that offer it in unique ways. It might be like content storage and access. So
mm,
one of the cool things that is available out there is some software platforms make it easy to reshare content. So they'll have like boatloads of content,
mm,
articles, and pieces. And if you're emailing a client, you're like, I need to add a little blurb about, I don't know, our platinum package. You use the Google for the content. It
yeah, the
finds the
search.
relevant piece of content and it inserts it into that email for you. So it makes content more reusable and more readily available, despite
Mhm.
having lots of it. So like that's a thing out there. There's content use analytics. There's smart content recommendations, and then like even like Proposify says that they do sales enablement, and they do. They give you proposal statistics and sales stats. So
Right.
they make it so that you can tighten up your proposals, you can understand whether customers are using it, etc.
Yeah, so basically it allows you to standardize those proposals, right? And that's sort of what we're doing here is we're trying to have a more uniform approach to the sales process. And we do that with tech and we do that with platforms like Funnel Flare.
Yeah. Funnel Flare is on the automation side of things, so that's where like it's sales automation, and it allows. Well, I mean, some of it's automation, some of it is enablement, true
Hmm.
enablement. Being able to call from your desktop anywhere or a laptop anywhere. I guess that's enablement. That's not really automation anymore. But then you get into our sequences. They involve some automation and some leading, I guess, of the
Hmm.
salesperson. So some enablement in there. So it does get pretty confusing, and there are quite a few different platforms out there that do different things. But whereas with Funnel Flare, we're helping making calling more efficient, emailing more efficient, sequences more efficient, and understanding what the prospect's doing, and ultimately appointment scheduling and appointment booking more efficient with the built-in appointment scheduling. So lots of differences between how these different
Right.
platforms work.
And I definitely use that appointment scheduler as much as I can. I'd like to use it a little more. Let's get my success rate up. But it's it's definitely nifty to have that right there.
I love
Um,
getting them on the receiving end. The appointment scheduler is fantastic.
yeah.
Meetings just show up on my calendar. They're not double booked ever, and they give me all the information I need from the prospect. They're really cool to actually use, and they do save
Yep.
a lot of time on the
Sends
back
out
and
the
forth.
reminders. You don't have to check in with them. They're going to show up if they need to rebook. It's right there. They can rebook it, no problem. Emails get sent to both parties so that we know. It
Yeah.
makes it really easy for me, right, to use Funnel Flare as an SDR. I'm I book them in, or they book it themselves. It's handled, passed off to whoever's going to run the demonstration or the account
hmm
executive, and there it is, automating that process. and also
Yeah.
enabling me at the same time. So
Oh man, so sticky. I mean, that anytime you try
yeah.
to categorize things, that's going to happen, right? You might accidentally get too wide of a category, which I think sales enablement is too wide of a category right now, because it covers consultants, several different kinds of software that do nothing the same, and just roughly help like a thing, which is enable salespeople to do more things in less time.
Right. Gotcha. So yeah, repeat labor that we've already done,
Save labor. Yep.
save labor, get the sequences out there, and standardize the processes.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is Funnel does that. So do a lot of other platforms, but we do it on the automation side of things.